Well, good evening. My name is Daryl Ledyard with Mass Page Tools and Domain Kicks. Thankful to have you here. Today, we're going to try this Wednesday thing to show off some of the domains that we find. Today, we're going to do 6-letter domains with Domain Kicks. And I have what I would call here is a list of a lot of 3-letter domains, keywords. Okay. I also have a bunch of 2-letter and 1-letter ones. I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm just going to focus on 3-letter combinations. So we'll do 3 letters on either side and come up with some six-letter combinations. Okay. So we're going to do this live. So you'll be able to register anything that you think is a good domain for resale or to develop. I have a lot of 5-letter and 6-letter domains that are .coms, and there's some of my favorite domains. I like to have domains that are short. So this is why I figure this would be a good exercise to kind of show you how this all works. Now, if you are looking into what tool I'm using, it's called domainkicks.com. Okay, this is a tool that I created. We will be having a live tab on here on some of the accounts that are all access. And so you'll be able to do the same kind of thing once the developer finishes this up and puts it into your account. But it's domainkicks.com. And we do have a promo code. It's Kick40 that takes 40% off while we're just introducing the product and getting it launched. There's a lifetime plan that's currently available, but this will be going up once we add the appraisals, and so will the all access. This will be going up to like $149 per month, and this will be going up to about $1,497 per month, or a one-time purchase. And this will be not having the appraisals. So we're trying to develop the best appraisals. We're going to try to do a few different things, maybe combine a few different appraisals from different places so you can decide whether or not you're happy with what's come in, because you obviously have to look it over. Any kind of automated appraisal is always going to have some challenges and things like that you have to think about, because nothing's perfect when it comes to an appraisal, especially with the .com. Because I mean, who would have thought GoDaddy would be a good name, right? Would you have bought GoDaddy for $1 billion when it was available? No, because they had to build a company on it. And once you build a company on a good brand name, a good domain, then it means something, right? It doesn't mean a whole lot until you get that going. I just wanted to check to see if my audio is working okay. Then it means something. There we do. We have audio working. And so this is what you get when you log in. This is the home screen. I've showed this before, but basically there's 3 different columns, and if you run it, it'll run this into this word and this word into that word and a combination of the 3. Okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to go after 6-letter words. Okay. And so, so what we're going to do is actually clear all these out. All right. And now when it first runs, it's going to first run the primary keywords first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go after the 3-letter words as a prepend first, okay? And then I will come up with some postpends or some keywords that I want to compare it to, all right? So this is not, these are not all going to be perfect combinations, but we can then decide what we want to do. So if you get that, you just hit this and it clears out any extra spaces or anything like that. So you have that there. All right. And if you look through, there's a few that wouldn't necessarily be a good prepend. They would be more of a append, like it goes at the end. So ish, ism, ise. So some of these I have are better for coming after the word. Okay, I'm just kind of going through really quick. Yeah. So, you can kind of go through. You're going to get your own favorite list that you're going to like to run. And I've done that for a long time. That's how I find such really good domains. that are still available because I'm using my own list. There are other services that have different lists, but think about it, guys. If somebody has a list that's built into a software, everybody's already gone through all that, right? They've already grabbed all these. So the nice thing about domain kicks is it gives you a chance to check your own list. So you could have all kinds of different things here. So what I'm going to do is in the primary keywords, I'm going to throw a few just for our exercise here. So I might put in SEO. I might put in app. I might put in web. I'm going to put in Max. I'm going to put in USA. And I think I'll put in Pro. Okay. So these are the 3-letter words that I'm going to put these with. Okay. So you'll see like NYC web, right? .com. It's going to check all of these different combinations on this side and on this side together. Okay. And have your .com there. If you had other things you were looking for, you would obviously check mark these, but we're just going for .coms. So again, when I start this, it's going to, let me just make this bigger so you can see it here, and I'll get rid of that. So you can see we have SEO, app, web, Max, USA, and Pro. Okay. And then all of these keywords over here, I'm not sure how many I have, but I have at least 100 or so over on the other side. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run a search. And like I said, the first things it's going to do is check for those root words, right? And then now it's going to start to add in over here the other word, okay? So it would 101seo.com is not available. Anything on this column is not available on the right-hand side. Anything on the left column where it says available domains, that is what we would call available, all right? So what we're going to do is just going to turn this on so that you can see with our live domain search what comes back as a 6-letter, and then we're going to check like the values on some of these, and you might be able to get yourself into a 6-letter domain off of this search, and decide for yourself if this is something, one of these that you would like to buy. Okay, all right. So okay, I'm going to get some music going, just kind of have some music in the background. And hopefully you can still hear me okay. I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. Okay. So here we go. Beds SEO, cab SEO, cop SEO, DVD SEO. All right. ETC SEO. That's a 6-letter character. Okay. So we're just checking these words: Pro, USA, Max, Web, and App. All right. So it's going to go all the way through the list and check against SEO. Gig SEO. That's interesting. Maybe you could have people sign up on a directory for SEO gigs, right? Gig SEO, hot SEO. These are more like enders. And you can do the same thing with the other side. You just would pick the keyword and then put the more ending type of keywords at the end and run it that way. Okay, so that's what I would recommend doing for that. Let me see if I can make this just a little bit bigger so you can see it, and have it kind of come through. If you want to leave a comment, we're watching the comments as well, so feel free to leave a comment and tell us what you think, or if you have any questions. So it's always already through the letter P here, pad SEO. Not sure I would buy that, but we're looking at 6-character domains. We're finding via domain kits. Okay, rec SEO, rat SEO. You just got to have some patience, and once we add in some of these appraisal tools, I think it's going to make it a lot easier for you to just let this run in the background. If you see on here, we're going to have a live search on here that you can do that with. Okay. Ticks SEO. Okay. Let's see what happens here. These are just the SEO keywords. We'll go back through and you'll see web, let's see what other terms we have. Other terms: web and app, USA, mud SEO, BMX SEO. Okay, just to show you how it works, and see if we can find a good one. View SEO. While this is coming in, I'm gonna go and open up my GoDaddy account in case I want to buy one of these for myself. We're doing this live, and I want to give you a chance to take a look and see what is coming in directly off of Domain Kicks using 2 sets of 3-letter words. All right, so looks like it's waiting here. All right, let's see what's going to come in. Now we're waiting patiently. Again, if you're interested in Domain Kicks for finding cool domain names from various lists, that's some of what it does right now. It also has the ability for you to save keywords for it to find over time, right? So you'll be able to put it into your dream list, and the dream list gets checked on a regular basis, so it'll give you a chance to get notified as soon as that domain becomes available. So any of these, see the check marks here, if you check mark these and add it to the dream list, then you would be able to have that notification come your way. Okay, just checking to see. Looks like we stalled a little bit here. I might have to do one at a time. Let's take a look and see if we're still getting names here. Yep, see, now we're into app. Okay, a lot of keywords have already been searched against app. That's why we have a little bit of a stall here, because app is a very popular name in domains. So you would imagine that people that do this I've already checked through a lot of them, but we still find ones that fall through the cracks. I found a domain that was worth $50,000 earlier this week based on domain worth. So you can find some really incredible domain names with this. I love doing it. It's just to run in the background, and then I just kind of take a look at the list later and see. This is IZE app. That's more of an ender kind of thing, but let's see what happens with app. Okay. So we're going through different lists of keywords here, looking for 6-character domains. Okay, 6-character domains. Typically 6 characters and 5 characters and 4 characters are worth a whole lot if they spell something out that's usable. So this can be very valuable if we find a good one here. Let's just go back through the list while we're waiting here. I'll tell you the best picks I think so far. I think Gig SEO is actually very good. Somebody said the music's a little distracting. I'll try to turn that down. I can't tell what you can hear, so absolutely, Fletcher. Thank you. Gig SEO, I think, is a good one, guys. If somebody was looking for one on this list. Just going through, and I don't see any other one. Let's see. Not yet. So Gig SEO is on my short list. I'm just going to write that down. And see what happens here. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom of the website here so we can see what has been gone through here. Okay, so we're still in the app word, APP. So again, it's been well picked over. App is one of those words that's pretty well picked over. So, all right. We also have the word web, which is another name that's very picked over. Let me just go up here to the top here. So if I go up here, we have app, web, Max, USA, and Pro. So that's what we're looking for to have those come up. All right. It's still searching. Is that Fletcher? Is the music a little bit better now? Is it a little bit lower for you? Just trying to add a little bit of something there when I'm not talking. So Is the music a little bit better, guys? All right. Domain Kicks live Wednesday nights. Going through and seeing what we can come up with here for the group that are watching. And if you're watching on the replay, we're going to try to do this Wednesday evenings if we can, around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, depending on what time I can get on here to do it. I'm going to try to stick to about 6 o'clock if I can. All right, so looking here, it looks like we're still not getting any results. I might have to kickstart this thing again. Let me see here. Nope, it's still going through the apps. There's definitely a lot of apps that have been taken when you take 3-letter words and put it before it. Here's one, I am web. All right, so we're into the webs now. Let's see what comes up for web. You can do the same thing. If you have Domain Kicks, you can put together the 3-letter words and put them together and go and catch a cup of coffee and come back and see what has come through your net, right? Which you've caught. This is why we get a kick out of domains with Domain Kicks, because you can find domains that you thought weren't available that are available. So right now I'm looking at Gig SEO. I'm gonna take a look at that and see what that one's worth. Let me go to name worth. All right. Changing over the screen just to see if I can figure out what they think it's worth. Just gives an idea. $9,450 Gig SEO. I'm going to look at Esteban as well. And see what Gig SEO is worth on here. $40. It depends on how you're using it, obviously. Like I said earlier, you never know what a value is until you build something on it. And then people are like, wow, this is amazing. But a good brand is a good brand. And if it's recognizable, sometimes these tools and these appraisers might not catch it. But if you take a look, there's a lot of these I wouldn't ever buy. If you go to expireddomains.net, and you take a look at what people have registered, it's sick that people actually spent money on some of these domains. It's like, what were they thinking, or why did they register that name, right? It's just surprising to me that 99.99% of the domains that are on expireddomains.net, you're like a little bit surprised. What the heck were they thinking for that particular domain? And I'm not saying that I know everything about which domains is the best brands, but I've done pretty well out of I would say between 15 and 20% of the domains that I buy will sell within a year or two. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, if you look at the overall investment of what you're putting into it, and the way I look at it is it's whether it's a hobby or it's a really good year, that's interesting that you were able to spend some time and do something that you like looking at. One of the things I like about with like searching for domains too is when you look at domains that are expired domains and you're like, what's the story behind this, right? You like look at it like, why did they have this brand? And then you start to look into it and you look at the Wayback Machine. It's like a little adventure, right? That you can kind of go in and sort of check things out and things like that. But so here we got the max words coming in now. And let's see what happens here. 80 max. I haven't seen anything crazy that I love yet, but you can take a look and see what you think. These are 6-letter domains that we're just kind of coming up with off the fly here. And if you want to throw in a comment, feel free. This is live. So love to hear from you as we watch this. And let us know, do you guys think Wednesday at this time is a good time for you? Just let us know if Wednesday, 6 o'clock Eastern time, which is about 20 minutes ago, if this is a good time for you to see this. Let's see. So Yeah, some of these are enders. I call these enders. These would be letters that I put at the end of the 3-letter word. Okay, so you would find your own list, right? And keep a text list over to the side, and then bring it in, and then you can find your own things. There's no restrictions. Where a lot of times they give you a list and it's already been picked over before you even get a chance to look at it, right? So don't go after just a pre-made list. Make sure that you have the flexibility to add your own. So yeah, Dave Tolick, thank you. Dave Tolick says Wednesday's good for him, so that's really good. And one of the things I might try to do, we were talking Simon about maybe doing a domain giveaway on the Wednesday show if we do a regular show. All right, so it'll be something that you can watch, and we'll get a domain that you have a chance to win with the night. So Fumax.com. Oh, that's not sure about that one. If you guys have any comments about any of the domains that kind of come through, feel free to comment on it. I'd love to hear from you as we are live tonight, just doing our Wednesday night domain kicks live, domain flipping live here. All right. That's going forward there. Now, one of the things is also I would like to do a webinar coming up about how to actively sell a domain out to people. We have a tool called Leads Detective that we built just for that, where you can find people that own similar domains and have their contact information. And so you can reach out to them and say, hey, look, would you be interested in this domain that I have that is similar, maybe a better combination for you? And you'd have their phone numbers, their emails, everything like that, so you can reach out to them and get that. So yeah, that's one of the things I would like to do in the coming months, is to get a chance to show people how to actively sell. I don't typically actively sell. If I wanted to, I could. I just don't do it, just because I would prefer to let the Afternic do its thing. And then I also have a guy that was doing some work to try to sell the domains that I have actively. But yeah, I've also been asked, could you, people ask me if I would do a service to try to sell people's domains. And again, it's a time thing for me. I don't have enough time to do it. But if somebody in the group, could actively get real results for people, I would be happy to recommend their services to do that. All right. So it's all about time, right? Time is money. All right. So we're in the USAs now. These are more of enders, so I haven't found any kind of bingo here. So we're just kind of watching this to see what kind of comes through. Again, we had USA was one of the terms, Max, Pro, Web, App. So we've gone through so far SEO, App, and Web. Now we're on to USA. We're going to see what happens with this and see if we can come up with some winners. So far, the best one I've found is Gig SEO. And we'll see what else kind of comes through. But you can make your own interpretation of what you think would be a good one for people. Now, like, let's say, for instance, you saw NYC SEO. You can checkmark this and then add it to your dream list. And if that ever becomes available, it would email you and say that domain is now available. That's even if it just immediately got deleted, right? You'd be able to get access to that. So I think that's a cool thing about it. Yeah, Dave Tellick says a webinar sounds like an excellent idea. Sounds good. We'll try to get something together for you guys. My goal this year is to have more education for everybody, both on mass page SEO and lead generation and domaining and all that kind of stuff. So if we can get more people to participate in the webinars. We'll be able to do more and more of them. And yeah, we did a webinar today about Siphon AI, which is a really cool tool, but we just added Spintex to that. And it's an interesting full-on AI Spintex system. And if you build any kind of mass pages or do SEO, you've heard of the word Spintex, but this is one of a kind. Every single sentence is very readable because it's made by AI based on the original sentence, and it's not just synonym changing. It changes the entire sentence. It totally thinks about rephrasing it, just like if you are manually doing Spintex. So that's the model that we built it off of, is how I would manually do Spintex. And now we have a computer that can do it in seconds. Yeah, and we talked a lot about that. If you're in my Facebook group, please watch the replay of that. I did keep it in the Facebook group so people can see it, but the replay is in there, so you can check that out. I think that a lot of people will be able to utilize it. We put it into Rapid API so that people can access what the Siphon Power is on the back end, and so they can build their own unique things if they want to. If you find yourself a developer or something like that, you can just tell them, hey, here's the Rapid API. It's very easy to integrate. We give you all the code inside a Rapid API to integrate it into Python or into PHP or whatever. So it'd be very easy for you to integrate it into your own tools, right? But we're also going to come out with a few tools ourselves to kind of help people with content generation and repurposing content inside of their WordPress blogs and whatnot. So there will be a lot of things to come on that. So a lot of it was the foundation work, and a lot of the foundation I've been very happy with how it came out, and we're going to continue to improve the rephrasing and summarization. But the Spintex is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Anybody here on this call, did they see the Spintex demo today? Go ahead and let me know if you saw the Spintex demo on Siphon AI. All right, IZE Pro. We're in the pros now. IDE Pro, IZE Pro. These are hard to find a real good one. There's 6 letters. It is hard. You got to have a lot of luck, I guess. I did one the other day. What was it that I did? It was a combination of something. I did street names, and that was cool. So I was able to take a database of street names and I put it in here. So we might do that kind of thing. But we can do email addresses in here. Like if you just take email addresses, it'll go and try to find the .coms of all of like an old list of emails, right? It's really a cool way to kind of dig in and find actual domains that people used enough to have an email address with it, right? I mean, if somebody's willing to put an email address on a domain, typically they developed it and there's something there, right? So we were able to find some really cool things that way just by taking a list of emails and putting it into the keyword setting. I'll show you up at the top here. You just drop emails into the primary keywords, and you'll be able to you'll get that. Now we're down to Pro. This is the last word in this set. All right, let's just take a look and see. There's a lot we've searched. skipro.com. It looks like it's all done. You can tell it's all done when this stops. All right. So that's that. Now the question is, if we wanted to, let's get rid of SEO. Let's do app. Let's see. Get rid of USA. Max. All right. going to cut this out and put it on the other side. Okay. And I'm just going to put the word red. Let's see. So anybody else have a 3-letter word that we should check? Let's say red. Car. And try something else here. Car. Another money thing that's a short word. Let me look at my list here. Oh, there's VPS. Top. Let's put in top. All right. So we're going to now do a search again. And now it's going to go through red, car, top. Now it's red 101, red 123. And so we're going to now see what happens if we put those at the end. Okay. Again, if you do this, you're going to want to put less words in the primary keywords and more words in the appends or the prepends, okay? Because the first time it runs through, it's going to run through that first primary keyword. And it's better to do it in smaller batches, okay? So otherwise, you're going to have it crash on you after too many. The way the browser cache works, it can crash. So, all right, so let's see. So far, nothing. We'll see what happens here. So it's first going to go through everything red. And then it'll go through all those keywords, car, then top. Just showing you how this works. Again, if you're interested in domain kicks, it's domainkicks.com. And the promo code is kick40. I'll just go ahead and put that up there. go.ht/kicks. is how you get it. It's go.ht/kicks, and it's kick40 is the domain. All right, if you want to get the discount. All right. So see where we're at. There we go. These are all keywords that are taken down here. I know my arrow is over it. Let me see if I can get rid of that. So if you go down here, you can see these are all taken. Okay. So there's a lot of things that start with red that are taken. But let's see what shows up as available. And maybe nothing. We shall see. All right. Patience is a virtue when looking for domains. Always be picky. That's one of my other mantras. Always be picky when it comes to buying a domain. Think of it like a 10-year purchase. Would you stick with it for 10 years and if you didn't sell it? That's because that could be the worst case scenario. So you have to be careful about your investments, I think, unless you have a lot of money to burn and you don't care if you sell it in 20 years, you're fine. Then be reckless. But I can't afford to be reckless like that with a hobby kind of thing. This is something I want to break even every single year because I don't want to have that extra expense just paying for domains that will never convert or sell, So, all right. Any comments? Throw the comments in. Watching the comment bar and paying attention here to what's coming through. Just going to see here. Let's see. Oh, reddjs.com. That's interesting. Reddjs.com. Imagine if it was a red-headed DJ. And he had a DJ outfit called Red DJs. I don't know. Just a thought. Maybe it could stand for something. RED could be like some kind of acronym. Have to think about it. Could be a directory, right? Could be a directory of DJs. Any thoughts? Go ahead and put it in the comment section. reddjs.com became available here when we checked. Let's see what else kind of comes up. Going to be really cool when you have this coming through on the live search. You'll be able to put in thousands of keywords and it'll just go through and go through and go through, all while you just kind of sit back. And these are the kind of tools that only top domain investors have access to because they make them themselves. This isn't something that's normally on the market to have it check all of this stuff against all the appraisals and all that we're working on. So I built this to try to give you an edge because I love this as a hobby. I love this as an investment to hold on to a lot of these domains for long term, and it's a lot of fun. So that's why I built this. Is why I enjoy doing this. So hope you enjoy watching this. We're going to try to do Wednesdays, and we'll find out what kind of comes up. And eventually, if we get enough people, we will give away a domain. But we're just sort of planning this out for this year. Simon will probably be joining me from week to week, depending on his availability and his schedule. Gives me a little bit of a break from talking sometimes. So this is a little bit more casual than our Sunday Live. I don't know if you guys mentioned, there's some people on here that don't watch the Sunday Lives, but at 5 o'clock Eastern time, we do a Sunday Live presentation on our YouTube channel, Mass Page Tools. And we talk about all kinds of things like SEO, mass page, lead generation. We talk about SaaS platforms, software as a service, lifetime software deals. We have a lot of different things we end up talking about, and we talk about you with your questions and things like that. So it gives you a chance to jump on here and ask your questions live. All right, so far reddjs.com is the one that kind of came up. I will go ahead and throw that into Estabot here and see if while we're waiting for something to come up. reddjs. Let's see what Estabot thinks. There's a big fat 0 on that one. Let's take a look at name worth. And let's take a look, see what that one comes up while we're waiting. That at 2,500, about 2,450. All right, so let's go back to here. Here we go. Car VPS. Car BMX. Interesting looking domain. Car VPS. VPS is like a virtual private server. That's one VPS I know of. BMX is like a BMX bike. So that's kind of weird having car with BMX, but it could be interesting. I don't know. Any comments you can go ahead and throw, or questions throw to me, and I'll try to answer them away for you and help you out. But let's see. This is what we have so far. Let's see what while we're waiting for this to come through, let me tell you some of the domains that I got recently, so you know what I picked up here. Just checking my GoDaddy account. Okay, I bought burnernumber.com. Just show this off to you here. We got burnernumber.com and buybedsonline.com. Let's see, what else did I get here? I bought repairtransmissions.com. I got newtonmass.com and ninjawebs.com. I got outsidetemp.com, which I just try to give away the other week. Sentimentanalyses.com and carseatbelt.com, which I just gave away. So let's see what happens here. Nothing here has come in. How about you guys? Have you had any good finds? Any domains that you've bought recently that you want to talk about? Any domains you want to sell? Go ahead and put the domain you want to sell in here, and maybe somebody could reach out to you and offer you something for it. We have more people on the replay than on the live, so we'll see what happens here with the next set of domains that come up. I think that would be a great feature, actually, now that I think about it, is allow you to comment to sell your domains on our video. I think that would be a really cool thing. So we could, you could have people contact you, and as long as you're selling them through a third party and it's a safe transaction, I think that could be a good thing. Tell me if you think that's a good idea, if you're watching in the comments, for you to be able to post domains that you're trying to sell inside of this so that you can have people interested contact you. I think that would be another feature that we could add to the program. How many here also, want to ask this question, how many here have over 10 domain names themselves? Give me a yes or no if you have over 10. Dave Tullock says it's an excellent idea. Dana says yes. Dana would probably like to post a domain. If Dana, I know you have some domains, or any of you guys want to try it out, tell us the domain that's for sale, and then if anybody's interested, go ahead and click on their name and reach out to them. Waiting for something to come up here. Remember, people do watch on the replay, so you might get some exposure out there and people looking at this. All right. Well, this has been tough. Let's see if it looks like it stopped already. So let's see what we didn't have a lot of keywords here. So let's see. So top went through everything and there was nothing. Look at that. And that just goes to show you that words like top and best and all that, people are looking for all of that stuff, right? And so once those are gone, right, they're pretty much gone. So let's think of another keyword that's a short one. Let's see, net. I'm just gonna put, I don't think I want to put cash. Let's see. YOU. And win. Let's try that. Do a search. And let's see what comes up here. Let's see, it's checking all these. Let's see what starts to come up. So you think a little bit outside the box, and you can come up with different combinations. This is something to do while you're watching Netflix or something. You can just throw some things in here, or you're just, looking for something to do while you're on a video call that you don't care much about. You just go ahead and you start putting things in here and do some searches, right, and see what you come up with. This is called fishing for domains, right, and looking for domains that are worth something. All right, let's see. These are all taken. Look at all these. They're taken. Taken. You know what we should do is have a little bell that goes off when one's available. I think that would be kind of a cool thing. Just like some sort of little sound, Maybe we can make it so that you can put your own bell. And so you can upload your own little ping or whatever. I think that would be fun. Domain Kicks, Wednesday live. Domain Kicks. Flipping domains. That's what it's all about, right? Find something, buy low, sell high. That's the whole idea. Buy low, sell high. All right, nothing so far. Let's see, .net. Say U, net, and win. Let's take a look and see what we're on now. We're still on net. So far, nothing. On net, we'll see what happens with U, YOU, and win. You know what? It didn't come through, Dana. It says is for sale. Found it on BK. Which domain? It must be that it doesn't allow it. Maybe you have to like space it out, put letters, a space between each letter, and see if that'll work. I'll take a look and see if it came up on the live stream here. Nope, it didn't. Feel free to. Oh, okay. Snag Rent. I'll put it on the screen here. Snagrent.com. Snagrent.com. Interesting. Yeah. I have snag.live. I do like that snag word. It's kind of good. That's cool. So if anybody wants that, reach out to Dana. If you have any questions on how to get a hold of Dana, just go to daryl.chat and I'll hook you up with Dana. All right. There you go, Dana. You're the first one. You're the first guy to put a domain on there on our Domain Kicks Live. So congrats. It says nice. There you go. All right. Let's see. This is amazing. Net is a very popular word. It must be. Look at these. Look at these names that are taken. All right. Let's go up here. Oh, here we go. netbmx.com is available. Not my kind of domain, but could be yours. I don't know. Also, folks, throw in some themes that you would like to do for our domain search. I want to do one with, I was thinking one with colors. I'm trying to think of whatever I can get lists of. Zip codes. I thought of taking like the biggest money-making zip codes in the country and putting them in here. What did I do? I did state abbreviations and then a list of niches. You can do city combinations with niches. There's really a ton you could do, right? You just have to have a list of keywords and a little bit of patience and see what you come up with Domain Kicks. All right, if you're interested in Domain Kicks, go to domainkicks.com and use the keyword, the coupon code KICK40 to take 40% off that. Okay, 40% off. Let's see here. So, waiting for the next one here to come up. Again, your list could be totally better than this one. I just kind of threw up a bunch of 3-letter words and see what comes of it. And it doesn't have to be, perfect because you're going to sort out what comes through anyway. It doesn't cost you per search or anything like that. It uses a Dynadot API, so it gives you, unlimited searches. It just goes a little bit slower than just, checking a bulk checker. But the nice thing is this can do things in the background while you do other things, and then once we put in the appraisals and all of these other things that we're working on right now, it will it'll be really good, I think, because you can set the alarms to go off if it's over like $500 or something, and then you can determine whether or not you'd be interested in purchasing that. All right. Yeah, I built this because I wanted a tool like this myself for finding domains. And, this is how I've been so lucky to find domain names that I thought were very good over the last, probably 25 years. And I didn't have a tool like this. So I built it, and now you get a chance to get access to it with Domain Kicks. So Let's see if we've, this is still circling around, so it's still doing its search. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom here. We're still in the U words. I think next is win. So win might come up with more. Let's take a look here. I really love the fact that you don't have to do a back order service for all these. You can just put it on your dream list and it'll notify you if that word becomes available. I think it's a really helpful thing. UMUD. It's interesting. We're just going to keep going and see once these go through. I think we're going to call it a night, but looking for the win words now. We're probably going to keep the show at about an hour's length and see what we come up with in an hour. Oh, wow. Look at that. Dana was notified of 3 domains so far and was able to register all 3. That's awesome, my friend. That makes me so happy. All from your dream list. That is so cool, man. I mean, the thing is there's a part of expireddomains.net that tells you when there's a whole list of things that will be dropping in the next, week or 2 or 3. You can go through that list and just pick the ones that you think would be good for you and put it on your dream list, right? And the minute that those things become available, you'll get notified when the system goes through and crawls them. You'll get notified, and then it's time to register. So I was so excited when I get notification mail. Yeah. I don't know how many... Dana, how many names do you have on your dream list? So let me ask that question. I got to add more to my dream list because I love the notification emails also. When they come through, you're like, whoa, this is awesome. So, and you don't have to pay like other services. You have to pay every single time you want to back order a domain. You don't have to do that with this. He has over 5,000 names on his dream list. That is awesome. That is wicked cool. Awesome, man. I wish you a lot of luck in 22 selling these domains, Let's see, we're in the wins. Win NFT. That would be cool. WinNFT.com. That's not available. Let's take a look here. Once again, this is domainkicks.com. And the pricing is right here. It's about $100 a month currently. It's going to be going up to $147. The lifetime will be $14.97. And the standard is going to stay the same. But it won't have the advanced features like the appraisals that are going to be built in. So you're very welcome, Dana. Congratulations on getting a hold of this at the low price. If you're looking to get it with the promo code, like Dana used, I think he got the 40% off. Used KICK40 as a coupon code on the checkout. Win Mud. Oh, who wants to win mud? Win leg. Interesting. You never know what's going to come out of this thing. It's a lot of fun to just try, right? To see when it comes up. Live domain search with Domain Kicks Wednesday. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully I got the music at the right level so it's not too loud. We're going to try to do this every Wednesday, guys. So if you're tuning in, we're going to try to do it every Wednesday after 6 o'clock Eastern time. Simon, my sidekick for this show, he'll probably be back next week. Just decided to do it tonight. Try to establish something here as a regular thing on Wednesdays. All right, win leg. Let's see if we're done. We are done. All right, so that's went through, folks. So you can add and clear out all that I did, and then you can put in your 3-letter words or whatever words you want here, whatever words you want here. Now, typically, I suggest having less words in the primary and more in your pens. It'll make for a better experience. Okay. Now, let me just do one other thing here. Just want to show you how this works if you have 3. Okay, so on my list, I've got some 2-letter words. Okay, so I would just take this list here of 1 and 2-letter words, right? And we could go ahead and put this in here into domain kicks. It's a prepend. And now what that's going to do is it's going to do all of these different combinations. Okay. And you'll see when it does this that there'll be more combinations. Okay. So first it'll do those. Now it's going to take a combination of the first 2, right? And then it'll do the keyword and then the ender, and then it'll do all 3, right? So you have a whole lot of different combinations that this is going to be able to do for you. And so it would just save you so much time and abilities to find some really nice domains, that you can build something with. You can build something with, you can sell it, you can trade it with somebody. I've traded domains before, I one time traded a domain for a lifetime software deal with a company. And it saved me, I think, over $1,000 just in that, just by having a domain to trade. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can do if you're the first there to get a good domain. And so that's why we go crazy for domains on Domain Kicks Wednesday. All right. Oh, looks like, let's see where we're at. ifu.com. But I just want to show you how this works, that you can do 3 lists, and it'll combine all 3. But we kind of already went through some of these here, I think. I'm not sure if we did the prepend, but you kind of get the idea of what it'll do. And yeah, so anyway, I think we're going to call it a night. I appreciate you guys being here. We probably do this again on Wednesday at 6:00 next week. And again, if we start to build up an audience, like we do have for Sunday lives, we will do a domain giveaway as well for this. So just thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you got to see how this thing works and maybe got some ideas on how you would make it work for yourself. And how to get some really cool, interesting names that you thought were not available. All right. I'm Daryl Ledyard with Domain Kicks. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you want the deal, go to go.ht/kicks and use the promo code KICK40. That's go.ht/kicks for coupon code KICK40. All right. Have yourself a great night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.